Welcome to the news that is shaping the world right now. We start with the legacy of Pep Guardiola. Miguel Delaney dives deep into the complicated side of the Catalan manager, exploring how his allegiance to Manchester City provokes serious questions about his ultimate legacy beyond the pitch. We break down the incredible trophy haul and the profound tactical influence he has had on modern football, examining everything from the positional game to the geopolitical shadows surrounding the club. Team and the future direction of Manchester City. Finally, we look at the bigger picture surrounding Guardiola's exit. We examine the seismic shift in style as Bernardo Silva and John Stones depart, and how this marks the unraveling of an era that began to fracture a year before the final goodbye. Don't miss a second of this analysis. Stay tuned right here for all the breaking news. Pep Guardiola's legacy at Manchester City is complex, extending beyond his unparalleled success as a manager to encompass broader political and geopolitical questions surrounding the club. While widely celebrated as one of the greatest managers of all time, Guardiola's association with City has drawn scrutiny regarding the club's ownership and its international involvement. Statistically, Guardiola's record at Manchester City is staggering, boasting 6 Premier League titles, 1 Champions League, 3 FA Cups, and 5 Carabao Cups, alongside numerous domestic trophies from his time at Barcelona and Bayern Munich. His influence is argued to be foundational to modern football, credited with shaping pressing systems and positional play that have redefined the sport. Guardiola's tactical impact on English football is significant, as his teams fundamentally altered expectations, exemplified by City's dominance that forced a re-evaluation of the Premier League structure. This success was underpinned by an environment where resources amplified his talent, allowing him to achieve dominance without the compromises faced by some peers. However, the narrative surrounding Guardiola is complicated by the political dimensions of Manchester City. The club is viewed as a sports-washing project, linked to the projection of power by Abu Dhabi and the United Arab Emirates. This has brought serious allegations regarding human rights records and involvement in conflicts, including support for the Rapid Support Forces in Sudan, leading to investigations by organizations like Fair Square. Guardiola has lent his reputation to this project, raising questions about his own political stance, particularly concerning the relationship between the UAE and Israel, contrasting with his past statements on human rights and political freedoms. Critics argue that his footballing reputation has legitimized a highly questionable geopolitical venture. As Guardiola departs, the ongoing Premier League investigation into Manchester City casts a shadow over his tenure. While the charges may not directly concern his time at the club, the intertwining of eras and the ongoing scrutiny suggest a complex legacy that demands further examination. Guardiola's career is thus viewed through 2 lenses: his undeniable footballing achievements and the political context in which those achievements occurred. Manchester City is preparing for a significant managerial transition, as reports indicate the club has already secured a deal with Pep Guardiola's successor. Guardiola is set to depart Manchester City at the end of the current season, concluding a decade-long tenure marked by significant success, including 6 Premier League titles, 5 Carabao Cups, 3 FA Cups, and a Champions League title. Following months of speculation, the news emerged that the 55-year-old manager is expected to leave 12 months ahead of his contract expiration. While the club has yet to issue an official statement regarding Guardiola's departure, the focus has shifted to identifying the next leader. According to transfer specialist Fabrizio Romano, Manchester City has reached a total verbal agreement with Enzo Maresca to take over the role. The former Chelsea manager is reportedly set to sign an initial 3-year contract. Romano noted that Maresca has consistently been considered the ideal candidate to succeed Guardiola, and the 46-year-old has reportedly held discussions about the position last month, despite internal hope that Guardiola might extend his stay for another season. Maresca's background includes managing City's elite development squad starting in 2020, where he secured the Premier League 2 title with the under-23 side in his first season. He subsequently managed Sarai Aside Parma before returning to City, where he was part of the first-team staff during the 2022-23 treble-winning campaign. Maresca has also guided Leicester City to the championship title in the 2023-24 season after their Premier League relegation. Prior to his move to Chelsea, Maresca achieved success with Chelsea, winning the Conference League and Club World Cup in his first full season there, alongside securing Champions League qualification. There is a noted mutual respect between Guardiola and Maresca. Guardiola has publicly praised Maresca, stating that his achievements at Chelsea, such as winning the Club World Cup and qualifying for the Champions League, are exceptional. Pep Guardiola is set to leave Manchester City at the end of the season, a decision heavily influenced by the departure of a key figure. The Catalan manager will conclude his tenure after a remarkable run, including lifting a third FA Cup at Wembley, with only 2 games remaining before his final match against Bournemouth. While speculation had persisted throughout the season that the 55-year-old manager would depart earlier than his contract stipulated, this move appears to be the culmination of a long-developing process. This timing comes as Arsenal is in a position to clinch the Premier League title with just 1 win. Guardiola's previous departure from Barcelona in 2012 followed a loss of the La Liga title, suggesting that this decision is rooted in precedents set by his career trajectory. His splits from previous clubs, including Bayern Munich, have also provided context for his future moves. The environment at Manchester City was reportedly molded in Guardiola's image, with figures like Tziki Begiristain crucial in bringing his vision to fruition. However, the contingent that shaped City's dominance over the last decade is shifting. The exits of key personnel, including Hugo Viana replacing Begiristain and the impending arrival of Enzo Maresca, signal a significant change. Furthermore, the team's core has also seen departures, with Bernardo Silva and John Stones leaving, both considered pillars of the City side under Guardiola. This season has also marked a stylistic shift for the manager, involving changes such as the substitution of his ball-playing goalkeeper and a return to more traditional attacking roles. The confluence of these factors, the departure of key personnel and a changing team dynamic, has created the conditions for Guardiola's exit from Eastlands, marking the end of an era for the club. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola is facing speculation regarding his future at the club, with reports emerging that he may depart at the end of the current season. The news, as reported by Sky Sports on Tuesday, May 19, 2026, signals a period of uncertainty for the Premier League giants. The potential departure of the highly successful manager has sent ripples through the football world, prompting intense speculation about potential replacements and the long-term stability of the club's project. Details surrounding the reasons for any potential change in management have yet to be fully disclosed, leaving fans and pundits alike to analyze the team's trajectory and the future direction of Manchester City.